Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into this, The Leftovers channel, where we review a bunch of old retro stuff. I guess over on the Leftover Culture Review, I very recently reviewed War Planets: Age of Chaos. It was a computer game basically designed to sell War Planets toys. War Planets was, it's a franchise, I guess, put out by the company Trendmasters. You may know Trendmasters from the Godzilla 2000 line of toys, as well as ID4 Independence Day, where they also packaged like a video game with each of their figures. Now, War Planets was just, it's basically micro play sets, and I really wanted to take a look at a couple, put some out on camera, and give you an idea of what they were, how, you know, what they did, why they were so interesting to me as a kid, because I fell in love with these things. Now, the War Planets toy line isn't all that popular, so getting your hands on the toys now can be a little bit difficult, especially finding complete sets, because kids were already really terrible at looking after their toys. But unlike Mighty Max, where you can usually find complete sets for the right price, War Planet collectors aren't quite so lucky. The toys weren't quite as valued or exciting, or I guess as popular as Mighty Max, so finding complete sets can be really difficult. That's why I was so excited when this thing came up on eBay, a complete Scorpozoid tank. I pretty much picked it up for the extra figures that it came with. I wasn't 100%, you know, totally interested in the tank itself. Like, it looks kind of cool here on the box. Unwrapping it, it's not an incredible looking tank. The War Planets toys usually felt quite cheap. I've also got, you know, I've got a collection of War Planets toys, and the Beast Planet is big and it looks cool. Not many of the pieces have broken up, but I've also got the Ice Tank as well as now the Scorpozoid tank. The tanks themselves were a lot flimsier than like the big Beast Planet was, which is a bit of a shame. But I picked up the Scorpozoid tank basically for the figures. The tank itself is kind of cool. In terms of features, it's a little bit over the top with like the gnashing jaws and the razor saws cutting through the opposition here out there on the battlefield. So I basically picked up the Scorpozoid tank for the figures. It came with a bunch of the smaller Beast Planet warriors, as well as some Red Lobster looking guys. The back of the box doesn't actually tell me what they are. There's you know, German, Spanish, and another language. I'm not exactly sure how to decipher this. So the Scorpion tank itself actually transforms into like this weird egg-shaped ball thing, which it's a weird shape for a Scorpion, right? But it comes loaded with all these guns and weapons that you see on the outside. You got like all the warriors and stuff, and then you also got the guns, the weapons, the saws and the razors and the big munching mandible type attachment at the bottom. It's over the top. There's a lot of weapons for a very micro playset. Look, things never look as good as they do on the front of the box. These prototype toys always leave you feeling very excited. And then when you finally get this thing home, you realize that it doesn't look quite this cool. But the War Planets, sometimes they had an illustration on the front of the box, sometimes they used the toy itself. This box, I believe, was distributed in Europe. I bought it from a seller in the UK, but who knows where he got it from. Distributed by like Ideal Toys instead of Trendmasters. Obviously Trendmasters, this was like an original IP for them. If you do really enjoy the toy line, or maybe even remember the cartoon series Shadow Raiders, Shadow Raiders was called Shadow Raiders everywhere. I don't know why they didn't call it War Planets, but Shadow Raiders you can actually watch right now on YouTube. They've got all the episodes up there. Someone's uploaded them and no one's ever taken them down, which is kind of cool. Shadow Raiders itself was a really interesting sci-fi cartoon. It really, you felt like you got invested in the characters they had there, which was really cool. So look, I picked up the Scorpozoid tank. It fits in really well with the Beast Planet itself. I've got two Beast Planets. I've obviously got a bit of a War Planets collection going. Having a complete set in box felt like a really good piece to the puzzle, and I really wanted to put this video together just for anyone else who's interested in War Planet stuff. there's not that much information out there online for these things. Again, going back to the War Planets Age of Chaos video game, you actually get to play the computer game with the small characters that you'd actually get in the toy line. So you get to learn the names of some of these characters, you get to see some of the vehicles and the warriors and stuff in battle themselves. You actually get to play the game with like computer generated versions of those little toys, which is really, really cool. Again, something I noticed on the back of these sort of boxes is you actually got points with a little War Planets disc logo. I'm assuming here that you could redeem the points to actually pick up the full version of the game online. I don't think War Planets, the video game, was ever distributed in stores itself, so that probably explains why it's not the best looking game ever, but well worth checking out. If you like the War Planets line, then definitely go check out the Leftover Culture review and my video review all about the War Planets video game. I do plan on doing more War Planets action figure reviews, Toy Planet reviews. I just don't have that many complete sets. I do have a mostly complete Beast Planet as well as the Bone Planet, so please like, subscribe, tune in for more leftovers, action figures and toys. If you do like the micro play sets, then you can definitely go and check out the Mighty Max micro play sets right here on this channel, as well as the Ninja Turtle, Raphael, Sewer, Turtle in a Turtle playset. I do really enjoy the micro playsets review, and I can't wait to see you guys next time for more Leftover Culture. Cheers, guys!